STC host rivals Wesley College as the two teams seek to kick off for the 2023 Dialog Schools Rugby League season, as both teams vying to win the Oliver Gunathilaka Shield, and with it a victorious start to the 2023 season. Thank you for joining us here on www.thepapare.com, and we are moments away from kickoff here at the St. Thomas College grounds. And I'm joined with SW in the commentary box. SW, what do you think this game would be having in store for us?
Well, good evening everybody, and it's a very hot, humid afternoon. Remember, having said that, I thought there won't be much traffic, then suddenly realized all vehicles would have led to watch the black and blue versus the double blue team here. And I think this evening, the side that makes less mistakes, especially on the lower fact of it, should have the better of it, because the breeze is going to it's right across the field, and kicking might be a bit of a tactical thing. But having said that, it all points out to a very good battle up front.
Yes, indeed. Up front will be a battle to watch out, as will the backs in both teams, known for their running rugby. Conditions here at St. Thomas's College grounds are prime and optimal for running rugby. Even though the conditions are a bit overcast, still the weather is holding, thankfully, and we would hope that it'll hold on for the duration of the game. Even though there is a slight wind across the paddock, I'm sure that the home team will be geared for it, and it'll be good to see how the visitors will be coming in and what sort of game plan they will be bringing.
Yeah, I must say it's a fantastic ground, as we see the little bit of breeze on the coconut trees. And doesn't say much about it, but if you see the sponsors' flags that fluttering across the field, and it seems to be there's a wind across left to the right on the mid-air of the grounds. But I must tell you, fantastic, well-maintained grounds, Romario.
Indeed, the grounds have been Wesley College make their way out, and even though the Thomians have already lined up, we are surely in for a great game of rugby. This week has held some surprises, as St. Joseph's College went down. St. Joseph's College went down to St. Anthony's, and Vidyartha also managed to secure a victory against Science College. Both games up at Bogambara. There will be another game up at Bogambara today, while the Royalists are hosting St. Peter's are hosting Royal College in what would be yet another cracking encounter. We are moments away from kickoff, as the formalities are about to kick off here at St. Thomas College grounds. Prior to kickoff, we will go in for a quick commercial break and be back with kickoff on the other side.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Hot and spicy, cheering got the navy. Saturday baby. Kappe match a fantara lamavi. Saturday baby. Hita tala natabena, fun minima vinuna. Saradavi atanari kokumi fantama. Fun papare plebena, set take a connectuna. Saradavi atanari kokumi fantama. Prima kotumi fantamai.
Beautiful outside and inside.
ඕගොල්ලෝ තෙන්නේ ඉවෙන්ට් එකට ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem. නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ Dandex Active Climbasol පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි. නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම Dandex නම් හැමදාම no problem. Dandex හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z. KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න. ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Bold. ඔපම වෙන්න.
Cheese රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා. ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා. සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැරයිල්ලනවා. කැලිප්සු මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා. බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්ස නටනවා. ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා. රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion aram navy. Rasa baby, papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe pandavi. Nete baby, Saturday kapuna, rasa diva pairuna. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama. Fun update bena, hot cup pe kakmana. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama. Prima ko tumhi pantamai.
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion aram navy. Rasa baby, papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe pandavi. Nete baby, Saturday kapuna, rasa diva pairuna. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama. Fun update bena, hot cup pe kakmana. Saradavi adanari ko tumhi pantama. Prima ko tumhi pantamai.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න. ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Bold. ඔපම වෙන්න. Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPaid.
Pre-game rituals are about to end as we have a look at the team cards. First will be the Wesley College team guard, as we can see Kavisha Abdullah and Sabit in the front rows. They will be locked by Gamage and Anas in the second rows, as Tuan, Mendis and Chamod will round off the front 8 for Wesley College. Shuaib and De Silva will combine in the halfbacks, while the centers will be Avon and Nithila, as De Silva, Rabon and Hardy will round off the starting 15 for Wesley College. For the home team, it will be Hakim, Senaratna and Pereira in the front rows. Fernando and LS Pereira in the lock-in positions, while Dwight, Vanigasuriya and Fernando will round off the front 8. Vikramasuriya and MM Pereira are in the halfback combination, while Rifaz and VAR De Silva will be the centers. AJ Noah, Bulat Sinhala and Navaratna will round off the 15 for Wesley for St. Thomas's College, as we are in for a cracking encounter here at Mount Lavinia, moments away from kickoff. Wesley College now in the last huddle before kickoff. St. Thomas's College all lined up and ready to go, as we are moments away from kickoff for both teams. First game of the season for both teams. Both teams also vying for the Sir Oliver Gunathilaka Shield. Pranit Veranga will be the man in charge, with Nalin Lasanta and Pradeep Indika assisting him from the touch lines. Moments away from kickoff, and it'll be looks like it'll be Bulat Singhalage, the youngster from who had a phenomenal season in 2022. Just waiting to receive a ball to kick off the game. Wesley College will be ready to receive the kickoff. St. Thomas's College, of course, preparing to kick off from left to right on your screen. And looks like finally we have received a ball, and we are moments away from kickoff, but not surprisingly, the referee isn't happy with the football that they received. As well,
Remember, this has been a case. You know, we do practice with new balls and all. When it comes to a game, we don't have a decent ball. On the balls that come in are not. I think we need to address. I've been telling this even before COVID, when I've been commentaries, that we got to get that thing right. The ball to be perfect, to be handled.
Yes, indeed. And as we say that, Bulat Singhalage kicks off deep inside the Wesley half. Not collected, knocked on forward, and the man in front plays it. And an early penalty for Wesley College. Correction, an early penalty for St. Thomas's College, as we see the replay. Good high hanging kickoff, and bit of a hash made there by the two players for Wesley College, and the number 13 for his troubles yields a penalty.
St. Thomas is up to go to the corner quite rightly to test the defense of the double blues. Having said that, I think there was a lack of communication. Unfortunately, I think the boys are not carrying their cell phones to communicate whose high ball was it.
Yes, indeed, the basic errors. The first 5 errors in a game is always crucial. And as every coach would say, not to commit the first 5 errors. St. Thomas College, the maul is brought down legally, but they go straight away to the line. Here goes the fly half, taking it in. Good support coming in for the Thomians as now Pereira carries the ball up, runs in to traffic. An advantage coming. The referee says no advantage as Wesley College are penalized for not rolling away quickly enough at the breakdown.
The question is, will the Thomians go for the 3 points? In my opinion, they should go for the 3 points. It's good to get the 3 points early on the board. Yes, they have decided to go for the 3 points, but having come back to that line out, they were driven. The Thomians were driven back very well by the Wesleyites. The boys are just ready well and drew them off the feet.
Yes, indeed. No surprises, and I'm sure they would have been expecting the maul to be set up there, and rightly so. It was set up and it was pushed back, shunt back by the Wesley College defense. But now the Thomians say enough, and early on they are going for the 3 points, and it will be Bulat Singh Halage with the early kick towards the posts.
Quite a lanky lad for number 15, and we're just having a chat with the New Zealand fullback, who's also somewhere around 6'6", 6'5", and Bulat Singh Halage is, I don't think he's far off from that.
Yes, indeed, he was massive next to the referee as he makes no mistake from the tee early on. St. Thomas College lead 3 points to nil here at Mount Lavinia.
Early bird for St. Thomas's. They open the scoring, 3 points with a penalty kick for Bulat Singh Halage.
Please bend the line.
To his
Bend the line.
Structural body and the huge long boot, and the ball is kicked to him once again.
Stop, stop.
And puts it down and finds touch into the Wesley territory.
Indeed, confidence oozing out from him as we see him with a smile on his face, as I'm sure the Wesley College lads will know what they have to expect from him if they kick the ball to him, that he's going to return a kick, and return he does with another thumping kick, and Wesley College straight back into their half, even though they have a possession with themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure about it, because I'm sure he is used to the grounds and he has a long leg, and I'm sure every time Wesley kicks to him, he's going to have all over written saying that return to sender.
Good line out collected, and here is the first carry for Wesley College with the forwards. Number 4 Anas taking it in. Now the number 9 gives it off to the hooker. He puts on a bit of a fend. Runs, makes good meters. Number 9 Shuhaib gives it out to his forwards, and some good work at the breakdown, and yes, the penalty is won. The referee says hold it on, and rightly so. The attacking player was isolated, well detected by the Thomians, and straight away the Jackhaller made no mistake and wins the third penalty for St. Thomas's College.
Remember, so far I think Wesley looks dangerous with the ball in hand. Having said that, Thomians had set pieces and a little bit of movement, and then got 3 points on the board. Another penalty to the corner, and I'm sure, let's see what they will do with their forwards, or will they have the threes running.
Yes, indeed, as we see that replay. Bit of a standing start by the fly half, and look at the number 8 Fernando, SD Fernando for St. Thomas's College. Pounced on the opportunity, won the turnover, and from the resulting penalty, St. Thomas's College inside the opposition 22 as the heavens open up. Yet another good maul defense coming in, but L.S. Pereira breaks with the ball, goes down the blind side, sets it out. Here goes the big number 8, gets a lovely back of the hand offload away to Hakim. Some good play coming in by the Thomians as the rains come. Another good offload. They do seem to be attracting the defenders as Bulat Singalage gives it out to the number 14. He puts on the fend, but he's brought down well. And this time it's Wesley College winning the turnover. Some good play there by the centre. Looked like it was Nithila Rodrigo. He did pounce on the opportunity as the attacker for St. Thomas's College was isolated.
Captain, wait. Captain.
The referee is having a little bit of chat with the captains, or because there was a bit of a black chat appealing, a little bit of cricket.
Right. Control option right. Oh, right.
Yeah, did you hear what he said, Roman? I'm not.
Get back. 10, get back. 10, get back. 10.
Well, I did not hear what the referee said, but we could. I'm sure you could guess what he did.
Don't fight. I will control the game. You play the game.
Yes, he did. You do your job. Let me do mine.
A little bit of fun. It's good to have a chat with the two captains and the players. And with a smiling face, ease off the tension. I'm sure they're all tensed up as we see the replay. What a beautiful line, but he should have, I think he would have gone around him, would have beaten him or got closer. And quite rightly, there was a scavenger there.
Yes, indeed. The shot is a bit not wide enough to see whether he had support on the outside. But having said that, he had enough of space on the outside as Wesley College win the line out. And here they go, running inside their own half, puts in a bit of a dink. Well, good defense coming in, and looks like there was a bit of a tug back there by Bulat Singalage. But now Wesley College with the possession, brought down to ground. Here goes the number 9, but unfortunately he leaves it behind. Shuaib, bit of tension getting to him as the youngster just thought about what he was going to do next before doing the task at hand.
Very unfortunate. That should have ended up in a try on the counter attack there, because there were men running on the outside. It's time that look at this play. Picked up. See the outside. See the support on the outside. He never went there. He never still didn't give it. You got to start loading off. Now with all those, during our days we used to call it the fancy passes. But now it's those fancy passes are becoming a match-winning passes.
Indeed, it's now a part of the game as the Wesley College team puts on some good pressure, but the referee says that the scrum wasn't stable as Vikramasuriya and St. Thomas's College have to take it again.
Coach! Fine! Set! Steady both, steady both.
Vikramasuriya feeding the scrum inside the St. Thomas College half. Collected well by the number 8, and he sets things up as now the big forwards rumbling their way for St. Thomas's College. Vikramasuriya gives it to Bulat Singalage, taken back, so he doesn't have the comfort of touch going in directly, but he doesn't need it as the ball is kept in play, and the kick returned by the fullback Abdul Hadi. But the line out is taken quickly as Yahan Bulat Singalage puts in yet another thump-in kick. Does the ball bounce into touch? Yes, it does.
See whether he's on the 50-22, but having said that, he read the field very well, and a quick throw in. This is good thing in rugby. Absolutely fantastic. You let play go on, and by your action, it'll be interesting to see whether it's 50-22. It is. Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed, it is a 50-22. Some good thinking, quick thinking on his feet. Took the quick line out, went for the 50-22 and won it. Now, the number 9 gives it out, not the best of passers. But here goes the Thomian fly half. He gives it out to Noah. Noah gives it out to his centers, men on the outside, but is brought down in a lovely tackle by the opposing fullback. Now, number 8, Fernando, takes the ball up, keeps it with them are the forwards, Pereira for St. Thomas's College. Vikramasuriya gives it out, a good pass, but a lovely tackle coming in by the Wesley College lads. As here goes Bulat Singalage, gets the offload away. Now the number 5 tries to beat the man on the floor, but doesn't manage to do so.
From side.
The referee says coming in from the side.
10 mark.
The referee says over the fence, come through the gate, please, gentlemen, to protect that ball. That's what he says. Clear indications. Absolutely important at this stage to get your running line straight and the entry straight. And it's been an up and down game where both sides have been battling it out, but I think STC on the other hand has had the best of moves so far, moving the ball up and down, both teams. Unfortunately, the scores remain 3-0.
Yes, indeed. Neither team have been able to penetrate the final wall of defense of their opponents, but still St. Thomas's College holding on to that slender lead as we see the replay. LS Pereira takes the ball in. And, looks like it was the player with the knee strapped. Looks like it was the number 8 who was caught entering the ruck incorrectly. Now the line out, won cleanly. Here goes the Wesley College centre. He puts his boot to ball. Bit of a miscommunication, but well collected by Bulat Singalage. And he puts a bit of a little chip in. Luckily for him, the ball bounced in the field of play and went into touch. So now it will be Abdullah Siddiq preparing to feed the line out for Wesley College. The line out was faked there by the visiting hooker as Abdullah is penalized for dummy throw-in.
Right, hurry up, guys.
And now St. Thomas's College with a scrum.
Coach! Bind! Set! Steady, both steady.
There goes the number 9 for St. Thomas's College.
Ball is available.
Bit of a loop play there as Pereira gives it out to Bulat Singalage, and now he has a man on the outside, but the ball wasn't knocked on, says the referee. St. Thomas's College still with possession as Hakim takes it in.
No, release!
The referee says barking out instructions to the defenders as some good thumping defense coming in by Wesley College. Vikramasuriya gives it out to his big forwards as they continue to keep the ball close. Vikramasuriya takes a bit of a snipe, but he's brought down. Thankfully for him, well, he was isolated. The referee blows for time to be switched off.
Right? In the Hamilton, among east or west.
Looks like the referee is just telling them that they need to listen to him and
Yeah, in that penalty, what he indicated was move away from the ball after the tackle to get away, roll away. I think that was the penalty given to STC. STC has opted for another 3 points to add the 3 points on. And they can see the flag, the Dialog flag flying across right behind the goalpost. The sponsors of Schools Rugby 2023.
Yes, indeed, the proud sponsors of the Schools Rugby League. Dialog, of course, supporting all sports in Sri Lanka. Bulat Singalage lining it up, kicks it through, pierces the post, makes no mistake from the tee. St. Thomas's College double their lead here at home as 15 minutes have gone in the game. Wesley College trail by 6 points to nil. Deep restart coming in and straight away to Bulat Singalage as he has ample time to return the kick collected by the number 8 Chamod, but not the best of passes to his fullback as he has nothing left to do but kick it out, and with the pressure he goes out on the full. Wesley College just inviting pressure on themselves.
Absolutely. It seems that, you know, on the high ball, on a broken down play, they have no reply as such what to do. At that time, when he can pick the ball up, communication level is not that good. They should have called for the ball and made sure that everybody got behind him and calling early, and then should have given it out or got into the corner.
Yes, indeed. They still seem to be unsettled and they have not seem to have got a footing in the game. And I think that is what is just halting their progress. But for the Thomians, now it will be Sena Ratna to throw in. Good line out collected in the front. Here goes the number 14 playing as the first receiver, but he finds the number 7 in space, Vaniga Surya, as some good pressure comes in, but the number 9 somehow manages to get the pass away. But a bit of a fancy pass by Bulat Singalage has been poached by Wesley College, and now Wesley with possession gives it out to their forwards. They keep it up close. Looks like the number 9 Shuhaib is preparing for a box kick, and yes, it is a box kick coming in, collected by the number 11, and he gets the ball away to Mahit Perra, man on the outside. Here goes Noah with the ample grass in front of him, but a lovely tackle coming in by Abdul Hadi. Still Wesley College holding on as the Thomians are hot on attack. Vikramasuriya gives it out to Mahit Perra. He sees a man on the outside but opts to take the ball into contact. Now the number 4, the big number 4, Fernando, takes it up, runs it straight. Vikramasuriya gives it out to his number 8 partner as St. Thomas's College keeping it close, making yard by yard. Still somehow managing to hold on as an advantage comes in, as the referee says offside. Sena Ratna takes it, and Sena Ratna scores the first try of the game. Well, that caught everyone off guard, us up here in the commentary box as well, but St. Thomas's College score their first try courtesy hooker Sena Ratna.
Absolutely lovely phase of rugby there. Fantastic, well read by the Thomians. Just moved it aside, and here comes the replay of the quick tap even before they could go in, and then the advantage was he lowered his position near the goal line to score that try and caught the double blues napping, absolute napping, no communication at all on the defense, and the time that he took the tap was not in a hurry too, and they had enough ample time to get him. But good play of rugby where the Thomians lost the ball, came back on the kick, beautiful counter attack, had the numbers on the outside, and then the beautiful brilliant try from the forward, making use of his onions.
Yes, indeed. Everything was, however, set up by Navaratna and Noah as they created the counter and finished off by the forwards. Now Jan Bulat Sinhalage with his third kick. This time around though, hooks it wide. The scores remain 11 points to nil in favour of the home team St. Thomas's College here at Mount Lavinia.
We also can't forget that try-saving tackle on the corner by the Wesley for three-quarter there. It was a lovely tackle, but just couldn't circulate it, and they couldn't keep the momentum going by conceding a penalty and then, of course, making the cardinal mistake of not being alert.
Yes, indeed. After they were on the back foot, the defence did not settle as the number 10, De Silva, puts it this time to the opposite end of the field. Mahit Perra puts in a bit of a shaky pass, but now Bulat Sinhalage with a kick coming in. Tackled late after the kick, but the ball finds its way into touch. The referee says that he needs to have a chat about the tackle, if I'm not mistaken, as he blows for time off.
Thank you. Pradeep, atana foul play gatti noda. Time on. Right, Mark.
Referee goes back and switches time back off as he will be resuming the play from the line out for Wesley College. About 6 meters out from their own 22 as a 5-man line out is what Wesley College opt for. Collected up at the front, but it was well picked off by St. Thomas's College. But somehow brought down and made some good yards is the Wesley College number 7. But now it's a yellow card for the number 8 Fernando. Looks like the referee did not like what he did on that occasion after going back as he's sent to the bin. That's the first yellow card of the game. SD Fernando for St. Thomas's College will be in the naughty chair for 10 minutes.
He was the try scorer.
Now Wesley College in prime attack in real estate with a man to the good as Abdullah Siddiq prepares to throw in to the line out. A bit of attention for the player off screen as now Siddiq Abdullah. His previous line out was picked off, but this time around he somehow hits his mark, collected by the flanker. Now Wesley College, some good hands, but unfortunately the final pass doesn't stick. As St. Thomas College get away with yet another one, as now this time not the best of offloads coming in for St. Thomas's College, but the referee goes back for the first knock on. Position in favour of St. Thomas's College.
Crucial mistakes by the double blues. Absolutely. You had everything in. When you take your eyes off the ball, and that's what happens. You drop it like a hot potato.
Yes, indeed. They have still not settled in with more than 23 minutes gone on the clock here at St. Thomas's College ground. Wesley College still finding it a bit difficult. All they need to do is SW just hold on to position.
Not to be rushing things. You know, you can hurry things, but you don't rush things.
Steady, both steady. steady,
He's
both.
a man to the good. The scrums equaled out with the
Five.
under 19 variations. Here goes the big number 13. Gives it out to Mahit Perra. He has men on the outside. Bulat Singalage gets the bit of an offload, but unfortunately a bit too fancy on that occasion by Mahit Perra and Bulat Singalage. They had all the time in the world to just steady themselves and throw a good pass, but unfortunately Mahit Perra and a bit of fancy work letting them down.
I think that was a very good pass. It just didn't go to hand. It was very timed well. It's a modern day rugby pass. I mean, fantastic. If it just gone to hand, it would have
Steady,
been
both steady.
interesting. I saw at one scrum, the Tommy halfback was feeding from the tight
No,
end.
9.
A good pick
Stop,
there,
six, stop.
SW, as a good kick comes in by the Wesley College number 10 outside half. No 52-22 on the location, but now a bit of pressure turning on the home side as St. Thomas's College now 22 inside their own 22 as the number 9 fakes, gives it out to Mahit Perra. He gives it out to his centers, but some good defense coming in. Thankfully for them, St. Thomas's College, they did somehow manage to get enough support at the correct time. But here is another thumping kick by Yahan Bulat Singalage, collected by the win 3 for Wesley. And
White, get back, white 7. White 7.
Abdullah puts boot to ball. Mahit Perra picks it up, gives it out to Noah, but the referee says that that pass was forward as he brings play back.
My call, guys. Coach! Bind!
The scrums will continue to
Set.
play with
Thank you,
7
guys.
as the number 8 for St. Thomas's College is in the bin.
9, no, 9.
The number 9 surely was not
Number 9.
onside there as Vikramasuriya is penalized, and penalized rightly so by the referee
Number 9.
Pranith Veranga.
Offside.
He says that the number 9 wasn't behind the ball and in an onside position as the kick is put in well deep inside the opponent's half by the number 10 for Wesley College, De Silva, as now Wesley College with an opportunity.
Kicking means good on the right hand side of us because the breeze is actually going across that way, and that's why you could find the distance and everything. It'll be interesting to see the second half. It'll be the same story anyway.
Yet another line out picked off, but
First
this
no
time
call, second
unfortunately
no call,
knocked
no
forward by the
First no call,
Thomian
second no call,
jumpers.
advantage, white ball.
by the Thomian number 4, in fact, A.G. Fernando, as this time now they will be contesting it out for a scrum. In fact, that was Dwight, the number 6 for St. Thomas's College, beg your pardon.
Crouch! Bind! Come on! Set! Both steady,
Mahit
both
Perera
steady.
organizing his
Thank you, guys.
defenders as Shueb feeds the scrum, gives it out to his fly half, now with an opportunity to lay it off to the number 12, who was the number 10. First centre running a hard straight line as here goes Wesley College, the number 8 beats a couple of men. Now with possession, Shueb yelling out instructions to his forwards as Kavisha takes the ball, crashes forward. Now the forwards keeping it close. Looks like the tackle was high, and yes, it is high tackle, says the referee. As Shuaib thought he had the opportunity to take the quick tap, but bit of argy-bargy going on after the whistle. This is unwanted, as they need to play the game.
They're excited. They're also off their feet. Left their comfortable seats. Everyone is excited. This is rugby, and the boys are playing on the field. What that matters is what they will settle their own problems.
Yes, indeed. Bit of excitement setting in. Schools rugby returning for the first time in 2023. The referee switches off time, and looks like he's about to have a word. Looks like there are some spectators on the field, and that's what they aren't too happy about, the refereeing contingent. But now time is switched back on. Pranith Beranga, the referee, the man in charge. Now Wesley College with a prime opportunity, just 5 to 7 meters out from the Thomian line. Shuaib feeds the scrum. A 7-man scrum for both teams. Shuaib gives it out to his fly half. He opts for the line on the outside. The overs line goes the attackers, as Wesley College still hold on to possession. But some good defense coming in by Dwight. He needs to roll out, and roll out he does in time. Wesley College still with possession, rumbling forward through their forwards. 5 to 7 meters still out from the Thomian try line. Some good defense coming in on Kavisha. Not the best of passers, but somehow collected as the big forward goes rumbling forward. A good tackle coming in by the Thomian hooker, by the Thomian prop rather, Pereira, but looks like the number 8 has got it over. And yes, he has. Nimsara Chamod is the try scorer for Wesley College. Well, in fact, looks like it is the number 3, beg your pardon. Sabit Mushin is the try scorer for Wesley College. And things are sure heating up here at St. Thomas College grounds. Well, beg your pardon, it was the number 8. As we see the replay from close quarters, he somehow managed to get the ball over and dotted it down, as the coaches are laying the law down.
Yeah, a good bit of rugby by Wesley College. At last they got the yards, they got the legs, and they with the position, they're moving forward very well. But I must say that both teams are playing some good rugby, entertaining rugby. As the kick is over, the crowd will tell you so, and the flags go up, so the gap gets closer to 7 points to 11. All of a sudden, you're a 4-point difference from 11-point difference.
Yes, indeed. All of a sudden, a 4-point difference, as the fullback Abdul Hadi makes no mistake from the tee, cuts the deficit further. And with a man in the bin, St. Thomas's College have yielded 7 points. 7 costly points, we could say, as Bulat Sinhalage is preparing to restart proceedings. Good calm. He's got a good calm head on his shoulders as Bulat Sinhalage prepares, settles things down. Puts in a deep restart, collected by the Wesley forwards as he goes rumbling on, pushes off Navaratna, sets things up. Does he have the luxury of going out on the full? Looks like he doesn't, as The scrum half sets things up through the number 6 flanker.
Ball away.
And now
Number 7.
St. Thomas's College, the number 7, Vaniga Surya, yields a penalty. Not rolling away fast enough for the referee's liking. And all of a sudden, the momentum has shifted.
Absolutely. So one score on the board and things can change. Your entire mentality, your entire thinking can change. The scores that we have is Dharmaraja is leading over Trinity by 7 points to nil, and St. Peter's have got 3 points to Royal nothing.
Neither team, neither game is free scoring, as looks like all the coaches have been working hard on their defenses in the pre-season. Now Siddiq to throw into the line out. A good, well-worked line out, as here goes the Wesley College back line. They opt to put boot to ball, but not the best of kicks. As the referee says, that's time here at St. Thomas's College ground. The home team leading 11 points to 7.
Schools Dialog League 2023. Absolutely fantastic game of rugby. St. Thomas's 11, Wesley 7. It was 11 points to nothing. And when Wesley got their 7 points on.
The halftime scores brought to you courtesy of Keel's Crest Naimeris sausages. The bite that bites back. In the mood for a bite to spice up your hangout or party, Keel's Crest Naimeris sausages is the ideal pairing to spice up your parties, hangouts and gatherings with a unique and all-new flavor. As we see the highlights of the first half SW.
Yeah, that's the first three points by Bulasinger gave it early. And that was a quick tap taken, but I think we missed another penalty. The Romans had another penalty. So it's, and that's the reply by Wesley College, the double blue, and cutting the lead to 4 points.
Yes, indeed. The moments just before halftime and halftime crucial, as they say. And Wesley College have had their say. 11 points to 7 is the scores here at St. Thomas's College grounds. We will go in for a short commercial break and be back with more action on the other side.
Smiley bedenawa Ona velawaka snack එක දැක්කම හිත fix වෙනවා සරල කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැර ඉල්ලනවා Calypso mix එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා Boring life එක break up කරගෙන salsa නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට onion kick එක full happening වෙනවා අචි රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
චීස් රසට යාළුව සෙට් එක ස්මයිලි බෙදනවා ඕන වෙලාවක ස්නැක් එක දැක්කම හිත ෆික්ස් වෙනවා සරල කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැර ඉල්ලනවා කැලිප්සෝ මික්ස් එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා බෝරින් ලයිෆ් එක බ්‍රේක් අප් කරගෙන සල්සා නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට අනියන් කික් එක ෆුල් හැපනින් වෙනවා රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, #NeosPaid.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය.
ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Manicure hot and spicy, trending fashion on a navy. Rasa baby, Papare beat ke Saturday ko tumhe Punjabi. Let baby, mom, it's Saturday kapuna. Rasa diva pairuna, Saturday adanari ko tumhi Pantama. Fun update bena, hot cup pe kapmana. Saturday adanari ko tumhi Pantama. Prima ko tumhi Pantamai.
One more bite of rebel for sunshine.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න
Hey, have you heard about Z?
ZZ. We KYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න ගෝල්ඩ් ඔපම වෙන්න Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම් හැමදාම no problem. ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Your embrace so warm, let me stay here for a while. With one more bite of rebel for sunshine.
After a gripping half of rugby, St. Thomas's College have a slender lead of 4 points as we are moments away from the second half as both teams are having their final chats on the field. The coaches just telling them what the players need to do. Terence Henry, of course, the coach for Wesley College, coming in after a couple of years of a break at the helm, and Shamli Nawaz sharing his expertise, and looks like now it's the captain just having a bit of a word. The first half has been a great game, a great half of rugby. The Tomians had the upper hand with more than 20 minutes in the game. But the final minutes of the first half, Wesley College somehow managed to capitalize and get a score of their own. Now just the final prep before getting on the field for the second half, as we see the upcoming fixtures of the first round of the first week. The upcoming fixture rather, it will be Kingswood College hosting Isipatana College yesterday, rather tomorrow at Bogambara. Well, the first round has of course been majority of the games have been played at Bogambara, and now the referee is just walking in to the field. SW, what do you think? How do you think Wesley College will settle into the game in the second half, and what do you think the Tomians will do to unsettle them?
Well, I think the first half has been a bit of a 50-50 case. Both teams have done well. The Tomians read it very well and got a hope. Ockers read the home team advantage on that, and Wesley took some time to settle down on the breeze and all that. And having said that, they scored only once, and then that 7 points made it 4-point difference. It's virtually a 0-0 start right now, because one scoring opportunity other than a penalty, you are in front of the game. So it boils down to how far you will carry the ball and how much of time that you will have the ball in hand.
Yes, indeed. It boils down to the little bit of meters made after you get tackled.
Captain.
Now, the number 10 for Wesley College, De Silva, kicks off proceedings in the second half. Now Ratna collects it, gives it to Bulat Singalage, as he puts not the best of kicks, but the Wesley number 15 slips. Now De Silva with an opportunity to run, but somehow is brought down well, as they settle things on the 50-meter line.
Use it.
Shuheb gives it out to his big forwards as they set things up. Some good defense being showed by St. Thomas's College, as the Wesley lads aren't able to make much of meters, as the ball is looked like the ball was dropped, but before that the player had gone into touch.
You can see the Sir Oliver Gurutilaka trophy there, shield. End of the final whistle, somebody's going to lay hands on that, and that's what they're all battling for. And of course, this encounter will count onto the league season for 2023. Beautifully won by Wesley College there. They stole the line out.
Yes, indeed, the first line out steal of the game, and by Mendes, the flanker for Wesley College, as now they set things up. Here goes the big forwards, and some good massive defense coming in by the Tomians. Shuheb, not the best of collections, but somehow his fly half manages to keep hold of possession, but looks like it has been picked off at the breakdown by the number 5.
Hands in the ruck.
And looks like there was a hand in the ruck, and the referee says that you can't do that, mate.
Number 1.
As Bulat Singalage prepares to find touch.
What? Keep him up. Numbers.
Mr. Vimal, the Wesley College Master in charge, handsomely dressed,
Please,
proudly
10.
wearing that tie. So Samrat Fernando. Not in straight. That's
Straight. What do you
absolutely
Line out, stop.
those are cardinal errors.
Stop.
When you have a penalty, you are given the freedom to kick the ball at least 20-25 meters down the line and still have the throw into the line out, and then you mess it up from there. Your entire advantage is lost.
Hurry up, guys.
Yes, indeed. And also with these little errors, momentum
Ahmed!
tends to
Ahmed!
shift.
Ahmed!
And
Wait, my
momentum is a key part in this game. As first the line out was overthrown and overthrown
Set. Right. Thank you, guys. Both
not
steady.
in a straight manner. As now Shuaib feeds the scrum. Numbers have been restored as he gives it to De Silva. De Silva's kick is charged down and a lovely collection, but De Silva somehow manages to crash back in attack, in defense rather. Here goes Navaratna, cuts back in, is brought down. St. Thomas's College now with the momentum on their side and attacking in the opposition 22 meters.
Stay back.
Here goes the number 9, Vaniga Surya.
Advantage again.
Vikramasuriya rather, but now Vikramasuriya with an advantage goes down the short side. Bulat Singalage opts to go on his own. The referee says that there is no advantage as he comes back, gives the option, and Mahit Pereira opts for the penalty.
Offside.
Closer to the posts. Well, it was all created by Vaniga Surya, who charged down the kick. De Silva, the Wesley College number 10, looked a bit reactive as he opted to clear his lines, and for that he is punished. And now
10.
looks like Bulat Singalage gets yet another opportunity to extend the hosts' lead.
I thought I saw ample time for him to clear that kick. That means it would have taken so much of time, but I think the charge had other ideas, and now it's right in front of the post to one of the top kickers. It's like a bread and butter.
Yes, indeed, bread and butter it is as the flags go up and the Wesley lead, or rather the Thomian lead is extended, made 7 points. St. Thomas's College lead Wesley College as De Silva now shows some urgency to restart proceedings. Well collected by Mahit Pereira though, as Bulat Singalage puts a kick with not too much of yaar time on it. But now the fullback tries to go into the corner, but yet again Abdul Hadi, well, he isn't having the best of games.
This way, he has not read the win factor. You can look at the flags, the sponsorship flags which are floating around across the pitch at that height, just above the crossbar. And if you read that, if you kick it in a bit, and then the wind will take it out.
Yes, indeed, the youngsters just finding their feet in the first 15 arena. Quite a bit of pressure on their shoulders, but the coaches and the fans will be expecting more of them as Mahit Pereira puts a bit of a decoy, and here goes Navaratna with men on the outside, opts to pass it to Bulat Singala, gets it back from Bulat Singalage, but a good tackle coming in as Navaratna this time knocks the ball on. Now Wesley College with an advantage. The number 9 Shuaib puts boots to ball, chasers rapidly closing in, A bit of miscommunication as unfortunately
First knock on, second knock on.
the ball did not stick in the hands of the Wesley chasers. However, they get an advantage of a first knock on.
Absolutely. That's the Tommy knock on and that's the Wesley knock on. But the intelligent part of the play was that the halfback knew the number 15 was already engaged here and there was no fullback. That's why he put the ball up behind. The only thing is that they executed a bit more and had a little bit of, onto the left. And I think he was more scared to put on the right.
Second in.
And well read situation.
Yes, indeed, some good reading of the situation.
Set.
But this time around, he just opted to keep it a bit closer.
Right.
And the wind sure did the work, but did not do it enough. As here goes the big number 8 for Wesley College. Beats a couple of men, but it is brought down in a good tackle.
Straight.
Now Shuaib looks to the blind side, but goes to the open side. Men on the outside. Shuaib. Some good counter-rucking coming in, but De Silva goes to the line. Men on the outside. Not the best of passes to the number 15, but he does well to collect it, Abdul, off his lasers. Here's an opportunity. De Silva spots it on the blind side. Puts on a bit of footwork, sets things up. Now, Shuaib gives it on to his forwards as
Stay back.
they sets things up. Now the big number 8, the try scorer for Wesley College.
Release, tackle, release.
Beaten 1, beaten 2, drives, but a good counter-ruck coming in and looks like the ball has been turned over. Yes, indeed it has. Some good counter-rucking there by the St. Thomas forwards, as now they have somehow turned over possession. And now Vikramasuriya from the base gives it out to Yahan Bulatsingalage as he puts boot to ball. Not the best of catchers again there by Abdul. Still not the best of clearances as well, as he sure did take the ball back in, because the first kick, I think it fell outside the 22 and he made contact and the ball rolled back into his 22, and I think that's why the referee is going back.
They're deliberating on that. Let's have a replay.
22 alien 22 ka ratul darain. Wah kya ate dilan.
Well, the situation could have been made a bit more easier for the fullback if the referee had shouted taken back, but instead sure the referee has plenty on his plate at the moment.
Gold hair and body wash shaker.
The game, as the number 8 looks like it is the player
Time
who
on.
is
What out?
getting some treatment for
What out?
Wesley College.
What out?
He's in a very strong position to add points on the board.
And the line out is collected by the Wesley, by the Thomians. Now they set it up. The good hands are shown by the big forwards as they somehow settle things. Not the best of passes. Here goes Bulat Singalage with a man on the outside, but opted to go on his own. And well, he sure pays the price for getting isolated.
You need to cut in. You've got to go towards support because you're isolated on that side on a no man's land with one on the wing, and he was the winger was watching the number 10, number 15 getting onto the pitch. He should have gone there and supported, as Wesley manages to get it out of a very tricky situation. And they're done well, not giving the Thomians they were in a strong position to add points to this board, but it was not so, as we see the replay.
Indeed, not the best of passes. Navaratna should have now realized that the man is going to get isolated and gone in a bit early. but unfortunately was a second late, and his team sure did pay the price.
Keep your mark.
And from the resulting penalty as well, the ball just went over his head into touch. Now Abdullah Siddiq with the opportunity to throw in to the line out. A good line out collected at the front, but some good disruptive play there by Pereira at the line out, and he is keeping the man up above the floor. The referee says that the ball wasn't emerging out of the maul, and it is possession that goes in favor of the defending team.
Interesting call there, and
unplayable.
Will this be carried on to the other teams of the time limit and to see whether the ball? But he's right. He's right. The ball there was no chance of the ball coming out. He read that well.
Right, second in.
Okay, Tomins did well to wrap it up. And once again, Wesley will be on the defensive from attacking position.
Steady, both steady. Both steady. Steady, both.
Vikramasuriya feeds the scrum as the referee yells out to hold the scrum steady. Here goes Vikramasuriya. Somehow manages to get it off to his number 8 Fernando, but he loses the ball forward. And now St. Thomas's College presenting it on a platter to Wesley. Will they be skilled enough to take the opportunity? Here goes the attacking backline player. He somehow manages to find himself in the opposition 22. Now Shuheb yelling out instructions to his forwards as the big number 3 goes, but looks like the ball has emerged out of the ruck in illegal fashion, says the referee. Hands in the ruck to be precise, as now Wesley College and their kicker, they opt to go for the 3 points.
I still believe in the 3 points arena, 3 points is 3 points. But in a situation like this, my mind would have a little bit behind to go to the corner.
Yes, indeed, SW, it is quite a poised, evenly poised situation, as the number 15 for Wesley College makes no mistake. Abdul Hadi pierces the posts as the referee calls for time to be switched on, off rather, as a bit of a change is being
number
made.
2, number 4.
So it's 14 points to 7, so they close the gap for one scoring opportunity. I would say it became a good decision because the wind was blowing across and helping the kicker to take the ball across there, as we hear the Zamzam Zake cheering for the 3 points.
Yes, indeed, the usual chant of Wesley College goes up right after the 3 points were kicked. Now Bulat Singalage opting to go high, ball hanging well in the air. Here goes the number 12, the center, Correa, taking it and running straight and winning a penalty for Wesley College.
Clear release.
The Tomian tackler hasn't clearly released the tackled player.
Number 1, clear release.
The game is evenly poised here at St. Thomas College grounds, as a lovely touch finder is kicked there by the Wesley College players. And now they are deep into the opponent's half, into the 22, as we see the replay of that previous play. That did not seem to be a clear release, was what the referee said. Inside the opponent's 22 come Wesley College.
No chance.
Not surprising, cramps will be galore here. You have to be dry here. It's very, very humid. And for us, sitting here and we are just dripping with sweat. I pitied the 15 boys on the field.
Now Siddiq finds his front man as the maul is well set up by Wesley College. Turning in, twisting, but still somehow managing to find their feet and push forward.
Once!
The referee says once is the call, as Wesley College have of course rung the changers. Now it looks like it's Shafraz at the number 9 position. Well, close call there. The referee says the ball wasn't emerging and it goes
Unplayable.
the way of the defending team.
It's an interesting call, but I've been corrected when I said 15 on the field. That's into 30 players. Needs to be hydrated. It's very humid. As you see, the scores 14 points to 10. And the scores we have is Dharmaraja is still 10 points to nil, leading over Trinity. And SPC 3 points to nil over Royal.
Scores remain the same as elsewhere, as well as things are surely heating up here in the dying embers of the game.
Right, second in.
Game well poised with the home team leading by just 4 points.
Break. Right, both
The referee not happy with how the scrum was set up.
Right. Again scrum. Crouch!
Very good crowd. You can see the crowd there.
Boy!
Mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, girlfriends.
Set!
Everyone around there
Steady.
supporting.
Steady. Wait.
It's one thing you're sure of when you travel up here to mount the crowds. As the number 8, SD Fernando, beats his way forward, but the penalty is yielded on the floor. And now yet another opportunity for Wesley College. Holding on, says the referee, as looks like the hands are being pointed to the post. Fernando broke well, but looks like it was the fly half, an unlikely source coming in and sticking his head in the dark places and winning a penalty for Wesley College.
Yeah, very rarely you get a number 10 coming as a scavenger. But having said that, watching the Super Rugby international games, it doesn't matter where you are. It's just that if the opportunity rises, and quite rightly, very well done here. And the boy went in there and got it done. The number 8 on the other hand should have stayed on his feet a bit longer rather than going to ground.
Yes, indeed. I'm sure that's what everyone would have been hoping that the number 8 would have done. But I think a bit of fatigue setting in. First game jitters also. Went down too early. And it was well poached by the opposition flyer, De Silva. Now,
No excuses, Romario. If you're a forward, and especially you're 8, you're supposed to take that number 10 off and not to go immediately give the ball to them.
yes, indeed. But here is the kick, and kicked well by Abdullah as he cuts the lead further, and now it's a single point game. Still, however, St. Thomas's College are in the lead, but they lead by the slender of margins. 13 points to 14 is the game, with a little bit more than 14 minutes left on the clock.
Behind the ball.
And we are surely in for a cracking game of rugby here at Mount Lavinia SW.
Absolutely. 14-13 says it all. And restart by STC St. Thomas's to restart. Both sides plundering good position as they wait for the bounce. The golden rule, never wait for the bounce. Communication level has
Stay
been
back.
quite bad within the Wesley players
Use it.
right from the start on the high ball.
Stop, stop, fight,
Indeed,
stop.
that was a criminal error by the Wesley College players, but now St. Thomas's College through Bulat Singhala, lined up was Navaratna, but he brought on some good footwork to beat the on-rushing defender.
Stay.
And he sets things up for the St. Thomas's players.
Ruck.
As St. Thomas's College through Mahit Perra. Men on the outside. Here goes Mahit Perra. Beats a couple of players, but he's brought down. The referee says that there was a good contest on the floor. Now St. Thomas's College with an opportunity in prime real estate. Here goes the number 9, gives it to Bulat Singhala. He has his hooker on the outside. Here is the big number 4, beats 1, beats 2, but is brought down. St. Thomas's College inside the opponent's 22. Mahit Pereira gives it out to his big number 8, Fernando.
Play.
Looks like the ball has been poached and turned over. Yes, it has. Flanker Mendes makes some great work there, but unfortunately looks like there has been a slight knock on. Time is switched off as there are a couple of players who are injured off camera.
Okay, the scores we got is that Royal that's just scored a try, and they're leading St. Peter's by 5 points to 3. And Trinity also cut the deficit to 5 points by scoring. So it's 10-5 to Dharmaraja and 5-3 to Royal at Bambalapiti, as we see the replay of winning that ball, but then not making use of it.
Well, SW, ideally the referee could have gone back for the advantage. There was no advantage from the turnover. But it's...
did he play advantage on the turnover?
He did not.
But there was there advantage?
There wasn't any advantage after the turnover was made.
Was there an infringement? I didn't see any infringement. It was just that they won the turnover, went in, had support, didn't offload, went into tackle, lost position, and then St. Thomas's couldn't make use of that. They lost position. I think they're very eager and more trying to run the ball without the ball.
Time on.
Yes, as we see the injury, the replay of the injury coming in. Quite unfortunate there. He rushed in to make the tackle on Navaratna, but Mahathir was the defender, and a bit of an awkward fall, and looks like quite an injury there for the youngster on his shoulder. Now
Steady,
St. Thomas's College through Vikramasuriya feeds in the scrum, and a penalty in favor of St. Thomas's College, and straight away the referee goes to his pocket and says that there was an infringement at the scrum, as Abdullah Siddiq is sent to the bin.
I think there's no need of looking at the bench because it's 3 points. You might have go over the 3 points. But they off for the scrum. Okay, that's because one forward is off the field. Okay, let's see the options that they have come out with, because their hooker is not on. So they need to get a hooker, a up front player. And St. Thomas's will have to drop one of the players down from the scrum. They can't have eight in the scrum.
Still, a single point is what is separating the two teams.
Set.
Now St. Thomas's College with quite a hefty blind side to work with, but don't forget that they don't have a number 8 at the back. So now they opt to go for the open side. Mahit Perra beats a couple of men, gets the offload away, but looks like the ball was knocked on, and here is the fullback with acres of space on the outside. Gets the offload away to the centre, Rodrigo, as he sets things up, but unfortunately yet a bit of a knock on, yet another knock on the floor. As yet another chance goes begging. Well, you could also say that Wesley College somehow managed to get out of jail there.
Yeah, boy.
Just you see the replay on that, on the call on the lock forward.
First boot, second.
In the bear who
Hurry up,
picked up,
guys.
put the ball right down into the half of the open half instead of trying to run it.
Wait, my call.
As we see the replay,
Coach! Bang! Set! Steady, box, steady. Steady, box.
The attackers just need to hold the ball as tight as possible and go down to flow. But instead, here goes the St. Thomas's attackers. Now, Dulat Singhal had the opportunity but put the ball into his arm and cut back inside. Now, men on the outside, but they somehow managed to secure possession is St. Thomas's College. But yet again, another turnover. This time, Anas is the man who wins it on the floor. And St. Thomas's College yet again concede a penalty from prime attacking position. Wesley College live to fight.
absolutely. The turnaround has been a gallow for the Wesley boys. They have just turned it around.
Time off. Number 14.
And,
Number
at a
14.
field on that, you can see the replay. He's isolated.
That's 14.
And that man only had to do is to show the daylight over the ball. And, absolutely no support coming in at all. Isolated completely.
Time on.
I think both defenders on that occasion could have been given the penalty, and the referee instead opted for the lock forward. And now Wesley College will be looking to clear their lines to get out of this bit of a pickle. But just as you say that, the throw isn't straight, so still pressure on themselves.
8 minutes.
The throw into the line out.
Number 3-5. 3-5.
If the line out, if the ball is thrown
Number
in
4.
straight at the start, coming into the line out, and then if it deviates, again, you play on. Because we never see a straight fade into the scrum. Another restarter. We don't see a straight feed into the scrum. Right? Everyone will argue and say, no, you're wrong. We do see a feed into this thing. Come on, we have seen those feeds into the scrum. The throw to come in the line out in a fair contest. If it enters straight, that's all that matters.
Right again is strong. Second in. Second in.
Indeed. The entry is what he'll be looking at, but
set. Steady, box, steady.
He's the man making the calls in the center.
Play.
Here goes the number 9, gives it out to Mahit Perra. A couple of decoys coming in, but the ball is held up by the number 13, VAR De Silva, as he pumps his feet and gets into the opposition 22 meters. But the quick line out is taken. Now they have a man on the outside. Here goes the number 4 standing up in the tackle, setting things up. St. Thomas's College about 4 meters out from the try line, finding their attackers, keeping the ball close.
No, wide. Oh, wide back.
Still continuing to keep the ball close.
Straight.
And just meters away, and yes, this is a try. St. Thomas's College scored by the number 1 Hakim, and looks like that sure will seal the game, but it's not over still. 19 points to 13 is the scores. St. Thomas's College somehow made the Wesleyites pay for their mistakes, and Hakim somehow managed to find his way to the whitewash for the second try of the day for St. Thomas's College.
The architect of the try was a quick thinking, quick tap taker. When everybody was thinking whether St. Thomas is going for the 3 points, they're looking at the bench. I don't think they could look at the bench. They got to play their game, and quite rightly, they had a quick tap in. No scrum was given. They did not opt for the scrum. They took a quick tap because, mind you, Wesley are playing with one forward short, so they knew with their size, their physique, that they could go over the line. Exactly, good decision. Now with the with Bulla Singalage, brother of Yuan, is to make it 2 points.
Well, looks like a bit of a commentator's curse on that occasion, but the scores remained 19 points to 13 in favour of St. Thomas's College.
Well, 19-7 is one opportunity. One you score and you goal it, you come in front. So STC is not out of chain as yet. But having said that, having watched the flow of the game, it looks like STC has a slight edge right up to now.
Yes, indeed, and with that try, momentum surely has shifted in favour of the Thomians. But it'll be interesting to see how Wesley College now respond with just a little bit more than 5 minutes left on on our clock up here at the commentary box. Now it'll be the number 21 Adib to kick off, restart rather, for Wesley College. Hot potato, the ball bounce in, and now it goes in favour of Wesley College. Well, looks like the touch judge has assisted the referee with the call.
Scrum.
Now, the dying embers of the game.
I can hear, let's go Wesley now with the Zam Zam Zake, the war cry of Wesley College, New Zealand, as the ball pops up. Well, the shot is not very clear to see whether it came off the Wesley boy player, but the referee was right at the spot. So he's the best judge on that. And
the scrum is fed. Mahit Perera gives it out to his centre rather. The big number 13, V.A.R. De Silva. Here goes Mahit from number 9. Gives it out to Bulat Singalage as he doesn't find touch. But the player falls down in the motion of collecting the kick. But Wesley College still with possession. Through their big forwards, they go rumbling forward.
Stay back.
Some good counter coming in. But now, the cross kick. The first time we see that option in the game, as Bulat Singhal lets the ball bounce. But a bit of hot potato as they somehow managed to secure it through Vikramasuriya to St. Thomas's. Now the ball is kept close with the forwards.
Stay back, stay back.
Forwards piling in. Now DS Daniel. Vikramasuriya gives it to Bulat Singalage. Not the best of kicks, but he somehow finds touch. But
actually whether it will be a Wesley ball or a St. Thomas ball. Okay, it's Wesley ball. I thought it may have touched the Wesley player, but man in the centre is closer than us.
Yes, indeed. A little bit more than 2 minutes left on our clock.
Numbers are getting on.
The referee blows for time to be switched off.
Numbers can. Atai, 8. Wait. Mara clear gap tag kon ya. Guys.
It is that it's 6 points to 5. St. Peter's in the lead.
Ball.
The line out is won by Wesley College, and they do a bit of a front peel as the forwards go down the blind side, catching their opponents a bit off guard. And indeed, of course, they do win a penalty. The number 6 of Wesley College.
Number 8.
Tuan
First throw in away.
tried to take it quickly, but the referee said that there was he needs to take it from the mark. And here is Adib.
I think the referee did a favor by trying to stop the quick tapping, because the kick to the corner is going to be more effective, provided you get a line out right. Unfortunately, both teams, line out have not been very steady, not had the confidence.
Lasant watch. Nalin watch. Right. Chris, mark, keep you mark. Right. Chris, get.
It's all about biting your fingernails. So knock forward. So the HTC black and blue, and the game is over. It's 19 points to 13. So St. Thomas's win the Sir Oliver Gunatilaka Trophy and also gets one step ahead, a big W for the league tournament.
Yes, indeed. What a lovely bit of what a lovely game on show here at Mount Lavinia, as St. Thomas's College secured the first game of the season, as the fans emerge running in on the field. What a gripping game of rugby here at the Thomian grounds. And unfortunately, Wesley College fall short as St. Thomas's College secure a famous win, and with it the Sir Oliver Gunatilaka Shield. 19 points to 13 is the full-time score here at St. Thomas's College grounds.
Scores that we have is Trinity is 15 and Dharmaraj at 10. Up in Bogambara.
Yes, and just before we wrap up proceedings, the Keels Crest 9 minutes sausages, the bites that bite back. In the mood for a bite to spice up your hangouts or parties, and Keels Crest 9 minutes is the sausages, the ideal bites for that.
I'm sure it must be biting back, because I can't manage a normal green chili. This must be really a biter, and a biter on a biter.
Yes, indeed. As we come back to the scores from the other games.
It's just that Trinity is 15, Rajans 10, and St. Peter's 6, and Royal 5. The games are not over as yet, but here it's over. It's a great victory for St. Thomas's, as we see the highlights.
Yes, indeed. Kicks were traded, blows were traded by the 215s, as Bulat Sinhala and his opponent Abdul traded penalties. But after that, it was the big number 1, Hakim, whose try separated the two teams and secured the victory for St. Thomas's College. And with it, the Sir Oliver Gunatilaka Shield, as St. Thomas's College kick off the 2023 season with a win.
Yeah, the Dialog season 2023 is a big win, and I take a bow. Both teams, hats off both teams. They performed, they dished out some good rugby, and I'm sure kept everybody on the edge of the seat, and everyone would have been biting their fingernails. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for the entertainment to both teams.
Yes, indeed. A great show by both teams. They surely did put on a great show, a great game of rugby. And both teams surely enjoyed the way things went. But unfortunately, there has to be a winner and there has to be a loser. And today it was Wesley College who went down. 2 tries for the Thomians, as neither went converted, but 3 penalties, which were the point that separated the two teams. Bulat Sinhala was the kicker for St. Thomas's, while the single try for Wesley College went converted, and the 2 penalties, of course, kept them in the hunt, but unfortunately they fell short at the dying embers.
All around it was fantastic. The ground arrangements were very good, and of course the ground conditions are excellent, and everything was very good.
Yes, as we see the fixtures of week 2, St. Anthony's host DS Senanayaka. St. Thomas's will be back here with another crunch encounter against Isipatana College. Wesley College will host losers St. Joseph's from the first week, while Dharmaraja hosts Zahira at Bogambara. Science hosts Royal College, and Vidyartha will wrap up the second week hosting Trinity College at Bogambara. And to wrap up week 1, it will be Kingswood hosting Isipatana College, and that game will be played off tomorrow, the 18th of June at Bogambara, and kickoff will be at 4 p.m. Live action could be caught on www.thepapare.com. Well, as news comes in that Trinity has paved to Dharmaraja College 17 points to 15. We are about to wrap things up here from Mount Lavinia. A gripping game of rugby, and there always has to be one winner and one loser, and this time it was of course the home team that secured the game 19 points to 13, and with it the Sir Oliver Gunathilaka trophy. And now we are about to wrap things up here. Romario De Silva, SW Chang in the commentary box with our production and technical crew. It's thank you, and until we meet again, goodbye.
මේ ජොබ් එක අදම කරන්න ඕනේ. අදම? No problem.
ඕගොල්ලෝ තෙන්න ඉවෙන්ට් එකට ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එක black.
Black? No problem.
නව වැඩි දියුණු කළ ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් ඇක්ටිව් ක්ලිම්බසෝල් පළමු සේදීමෙන්ම ඉස්සොරි ඉවත් කරයි. ස්වභාවික සාරයන් හිස පෝෂණය කරයි.
නටමුද?
No problem.
හැමදාම ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් නම්
හැමදාම no problem.
ඩැන්ඩෙක්ස් හිස නිදහසේ ඉදිරියට.
Beautiful outside and inside. ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න ආත්ම විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Gold ඔපම වෙන්න.
Manicure hot and spicy, cheering skirt thicker than navy. Saturday baby, cup ate, match එක fun කරලා මගාවි. Saturday baby, හිත තාලෙ නැත වෙනා, fun මිනිම වින්නුනා. Saturday අතනාරි කොතුමි පන්දමා, fun papare play වෙනා, set එක connect වුණා. Saturday අතනාරි කොතුමි පන්දමා. Prima කොතුමි fun තමයි.
ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න විදියක් තියෙනවා. ඒ තමයි තමන්ගේ විදිය. ජීවිතය අත්විඳින්න විශ්වාසයෙන් නැගී සිටින්න. Gold ඔපම වෙන්න. Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Enjoy the infinite possibilities of the freedom of space, inspired by the beauty of our land. Sri Lanka's finest finished, largest sized porcelain tile collection. Majestica. Lanka Tiles. Fine living redefined.
Hey, have you heard about Z?
Z. WeKYC.
Easy.
Mobile banking. Crazy.
Education loans and salary advances.
Amazing. Introducing the Digital Youth Account. NDBZ. NDBZ from NDB Bank. The future is banking on us.
Introducing NeosPay, a fun way to make payments from your Neos app. For the fun of paying, hashtag NeosPaid.
Trending fashion aram navy rasa baby papare beat ke sare dekho tumhe pandavi nete baby mom sare back apuna rasa diva pairuna sare davi adanari ko tumi pandama fun update bena hot cup pe kakmana sare davi adanari ko tumi pandama prima ko tumi pandamai
Sabalakaya ava Cheese rasa yalu settaka smiley bedanava Ona velawaka snack එක දැක්කම හිත fix වෙනවා සරද කැමති අය දවස පුරාවට සැර ඉල්ලනවා Calypso mix එක ඕන වෙලාවක නැගලම යනවා Boring life එක break up කරගෙන salsa නටනවා ලුණු රටාවට onion kick එක full happening වෙනවා රටටම රස බෙදෙන මංජි රස බලකාය දැන් අලුත් වෙලා
Coloma, beautiful outside and inside.
Your embrace so warm with one more bite of Revelo for sunshine. Don't wanna miss this pouring rain, pleasing my soul with one more bite of Revelo for the rain. This freedom takes me roads that I have never been. With one more bite of Revelo for love never felt this good. With one more bite of Revelo for love.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree. There's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.